Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Lisa's Love and Light. How are you guys doing today? It's Wednesday, guys. It's warm out there today. I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. Have some tea. This morning I'm having coffee. I only have one cup a day, but then I have some tea. Um, it helps. Every little bit helps, guys. And still taking care of myself one day at a time, one step at a time. Today I'm a little tired. That's why I'm probably having a coffee, and then I'll have the tea later. But guys, keep moving forward. Remember yesterday that I said, even when you don't feel well and things may not go the way that you plan throughout the day, you may have had days where you feel lackadaisical and just get up the next day and keep moving. Never allow yourself to give up on you. It doesn't matter about this, the noise and what folks are talking about. Never allow anyone to allow you to give up on you. That's important, guys. And remember and keep in mind, I am not a therapist. I am not a social worker. I am not a counselor. I'm just someone who comes on this channel to share what I've gone through with grief and how I heal it, and to share with others, because perhaps what I say here is going to help you with your own situations to heal your grief so that you can move forward. It's so important, guys. There's a lot going on in this world today, on the negative mostly, and we need to take care of ourselves. We need to stay away from the toxicity because too much of it is like drinking poison. It's too much. So, guys, with that being said, let's get into this topic of discussion. The topic is never give up and never give in. No matter how much it feels like those walls may be closing in, or the people around you decide to intensify the toxicity, never give up on you. Remember, the healing of the pain, the grief, the trauma, all those things is for you so that you can stabilize your mental and physical health, so that you can take care of yourself. Because without your mental and physical health, people, you can't take care of yourself or anything else around you. So stay focused as well. I know it's hard at times. Believe me, I know I've gone through all these things, many of it by myself, except with God um, helping me in prayer and staying in prayer. I stayed in prayer as I still do today, in meditation, taking care of myself, even getting to the gym. I've gained a few pounds, but I'm going to make sure I get rid of it. It's a struggle for me, guys, but I'm still doing it. Like I said, crawl, bite, chew through these situations, persevere, because the key factor is your mental and physical health will suffer otherwise. Nobody is going to take care of you like you take care of you. So ignore the noise, tune it out. Never give up on your healing, regardless of what's going on around you. There will be lies, there will be gossip, there will be a lot of things on a toxic level as you choose yourself instead of the toxicity. And as you do that and you choose yourself instead of the toxicity, um, people feel some kind of way. They're going to feel some kind of way about it. But those are their problems. Those are not your problems. You can't save the world like I used to think. I don't know why I used to think like that, but I did before I started healing and taking care of myself. I was so busy taking care of everything else and trying to help other people that I forgot about me. You can never forget about you. Never neglect yourself. Keep moving, keep going forward, guys. Tune out the toxicity and the noise. Love yourself, because as you continue to grow, heal, and evolve, you start to self love, self care. You know, I have never been as responsible, so much responsible today as in the past. I'm on top of everything. I'm in prayer. I ask God if anything that's coming my way that's on a toxic level, because I'm still human. I make mistakes. I don't see everything. I ask God to block it so that I don't have to deal with it. If someone's coming to me under false pretenses, deception, wearing that false mask. And sometimes, maybe I don't see it. I ask God to block it so it can't even interfere with me or what I'm doing. Only allow good things in your space. And when you do that, the old you starts to disappear. Well, let's say you enhance your life, for the better. And sometimes people don't like that. They want the old version of who you used to be. And with me, I used to be an overgiver, letting people take advantage of me. And it went way back when I was a child, getting beat up in school, helping people do their homework. I have a choice between helping them do their homework so they can pass the class or getting beat up at 3 o'clock, that kind of choice. So, and I would just and it went into my adulthood. And I had to sit and look at that. Why am I doing this? I am just as important as the next person. You are just as important as the next individual, because all this abuse and toxicity and negativity can lower your self esteem to a zero. And then you don't see your self worth. When you start to do the work and take care of yourself, you start to see and notice your self worth. And not only that, you start to see what's for your highest good and what's not. So it's important because you start to see things from a different perspective. You start to understand and see things that are not for your highest good. And you say, I don't want this in my life. And that's what I did. I had some kind of weird message from somebody who I don't really talk to anymore. And it looked more like a scam or something. I just cut off, block, and delete. I don't have time for the drama, the craziness, and stuff. Like I said, I've did learn lessons in the past, so I repeated them probably like over 100 times. So I know what these things look like because I've been fooled so many times in the past by this stuff. I don't second guess it. I just go cut off, block, and delete. I'm at a place where I'm in a peace, and people feel some kind of way, and I guess they do because they never would think that I would let them go. But when I did the pro and con list that was suggested by my therapist, and I started to really get into that with each individual at that particular time that was in my life, I had to see and look at the pros and the cons of the situation. And guess what, guys? The cons outweighed the pros. So I was the one given everything of myself, over given, jumping through hoops, skipping, hopping, and the person was just letting these individuals were just allowing me to do that. Yeah, we can go over here and get something from her and blah blah, and give her a little pat on the head, like a dog or whatever, and then we go our merry way, come back a couple of months, and I started to understand as I did that list that I don't deserve that. When you're a good person, you're good hearted and kind natured, people think you're weak. There's nothing weak about me. Trust me, because I will keep going with the strength that God gave me within. I don't give up. And people keep trying stuff, but what they don't understand is the strength I have, the perseverance, it comes from the Almighty God Himself. And you're going to have to knock Him down first, and that's not going to happen. And I'm talking about haters when I say that, because people hate on you when you take care of yourself. Not everyone. You will have people who are proud of you, congratulate you on, if you lost weight or whatever it is. If you doing something positive and uplifting in your life, you have people who will congratulate you. And then you have the haters who just hate, see everything on a negative because they're so miserable and they want to see you in a misery. Don't allow that. And these could be people who you have trusted one time or another in your life, and these people you really see behind the mask and you see who they truly are. Believe it. When they show you who they are, believe it. And I had to make a lot of adjustments in my life, changes for the better. And many of them is like, oh, she doesn't care. When I did care, when I was there, I was just being used and abused. And I had to look at things from a different perspective as I did the pro and con list and see what I was giving to the table or bringing to the table. And what they were bringing to the table was a bunch of breadcrumbs. You don't have to eat breadcrumbs, people. Know your self worth. Do the work. Healing requires taking care of yourself. Maybe a couple of hours a day. Do what's good for you. If you can't do a couple of hours, do an hour. Make sure you take time out. Music, um, motivational speeches that uplift your mental. That uplift your self-esteem, and just keep going and self-loving on yourself. Then you start the self-care, and as you start the self-care, you start to look at your life and the people and the situations in it from a different perspective. Especially for me, when I did that pro and con list, it really helped me to see things from a different perspective and know that my self-worth, and I start to realize that a lot of these things were not for my highest good. So guys, move forward, take care of yourself, and don't give up even if it gets hard, because sometimes it gets hard and difficult before it gets better. Keep moving, keep going. I have days like that, even like this morning. um I it was just difficult, but I just don't think about it and procrastinate like I do used to do. Procrastinate here, there. I don't do just get up, do it. You'll figure it out as you start to do what you need to do. And that's how what I did with this journey of healing. I didn't have a plan or a blueprint on how this was going to work out. I just started doing things as I started to show up for the therapy and follow the work that the therapist gave me, and I started to figure out what works for me. Okay, this works for me better than that, so I'm gonna do it this way. And then I start to enjoy taking care of myself, enjoy building myself up, researching, doing things that I haven't done in a long time because I was so busy being subservient to other people and trying to fulfill their needs. That Lisa no longer exists, and that's what some of the people from the past don't understand. That Lisa doesn't exist anymore. I'm still generous, kind, will listen to people, but I'm not over giving. There's got to be a balancing up out of the scales, the balancing of the scales, an equal give and take. And as I close those doors to the past and move towards the future to open up these new doors, um, God is bringing in new situation, um, better situations for me. And whatever God gives to you guys, people can't take it unless he allow it. And which when God see you doing the work and your intentions are pure and you're in the upright, he will help you if you come to him and ask him. And I'm telling you, when I take a step one or two, God is taking two and three behind me and really helping me, and helping to keep me away from the toxicity as well as I stay focused. And this journey isn't easy. It's been very, very difficult, but it's worth going through because I feel better, I eat better, I take care of myself, and things are working out the way they should. And I do not take in a lot of toxicity. And I'm at the point now where I'm experiencing inner peace and I don't have to deal with, there are toxic situations that come up, and I try to think instead of react so that I don't engage in the toxicity. And if the person or situation or circumstances continue, I just walk away from it. I just see it from a different perspective as I didn't in the past, because my peace of mind, my mental and physical health is everything. I'm not going to allow anyone to interfere with that. If I have to close doors, regardless of who, what, why, or where, so be it. Because that's when you get to that point, you're self-loving on yourself. It means that you will not drink the poison, so to speak. Continue to drink that toxicity because and and never allow anyone to make you think, well, without me you ain't nothing, you're not going to do this or whatever, because I used to be told that all the time. And I'm 100%, 1,000% better than when I was in those toxic connections. Do you take care of yourself? There's only one you. Your body is your temper, your mind, everything is affected if your mental health is not okay and your physical health is not okay. You can't take care of you or anything else around you. Please keep that in mind and make that a priority. The first place I started was with therapy. Therapy is a great place to start, because um, it's an outlet for the pain. And as you start to do the work, you will find creative ways to take care of yourself. If any of you play instrument, piano, do things that just bring you joy and peace. That's the message today, guys. Please subscribe to the channel, have others subscribe so that they can hear these messages on a daily, Monday through Friday. And keep taking care of yourself. If you have bad days, know that you're human. It's okay. Don't be too hard on yourself. Get up the next day and keep moving, keep going. The key factor is never give up on you. It's better to be at a place of peace and inner peace than to be broken down, busted, and disgusted. That's the message today. Take care of yourself, guys. Do something good and uplifting, and enjoy this weather. And I'll see you again tomorrow. This is Lisa, shedding love and light always. Have a good day, guys. Bye for now.